What's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back. Stock Up with Larry Jones. We are live. We are live here. All right. We are live, good people. I don't see my window. Where my window at? All right, there we go. There we go. Hey, if you're new to the page, there we go. How did that happen, man? It's these networking. All right, there we go, my good people. There we go. Hey, do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe. All right, hit that like and subscribe and a notification bell. Do that right now. Let's get right into it. What's up, Alvarez? All right, hey, I got a lot to cover, so I'm gonna get right into it. I'm gonna turn that over and ignore it like I always do because I love talking with you guys. All right, let's get right into it. We got a lot going on. Let me go ahead. I got all of these computers, good people. Look at that. Just crazy, man. Just cray. All right, let's get into this information. Okay, let's get into this information. There we go, where I could see your guys's. All right, so there's a lot going on. Now, I'm just going to tell you right at the top of this, I'm saying thank you from here on out. I'm saying thank you. I don't know about you, but I'm going to be grateful for these sell-offs, okay? Listen. So, hey, good people. We got what's going on here. What's going on here? So look, the NASDAQ, I'm going to tell you guys in money moves, where my money moves people at, tell me, put money moves in the chat. We are going to be happy on these days. We are going to be happy on these days. Larry, why are you so happy today? Because we bought this morning right at around here, right? We bought this morning around here. That's why I'm happy. Okay, look at that. Dow falls 200 points as Trump threatens new tariffs against the EU. Okay, that was a tweet. And then he said he was going to put a new tariff on Apple if they don't start to manufacture their iPhones here. That's what he's talking about, good people. You could see it right here. Look at this. On Truth Social, that iPhone sold is the U.S. must be made in the U.S. and if they are not, a tariff of at least 25% must be paid by Apple. That's what the president was threatening this morning. I guess he woke up bored and he was like, let me go to EU and then let me go to Apple and then good people, he knows what this is going to do to the market. And so I'm not mad. I'm glad. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you. Okay. So we're going to talk about a whole bunch of things. Okay. But there's a lot of, since that happens, the put options on Apple have increased. So just look at the put options. For those of you that are doing options, the put options have increased on Apple. So people are shorting Apple. Okay. And so let me just backtrack because I got so much going on right now. I want you guys to look at OKLO. OKLO. Now, this is one of the stock that I've been talking about in money moves that we've been buying. Now, what's happening with OKLO on a red day like today? Why is it up 25%? Well, OKLO and other nuclear stocks surge ahead of expected White House executive order. So Trump is going to do an executive order for nuclear, and nuclear companies will benefit, right? And so the ticker symbol is OKLO. It will be a beneficiary of this new mandate, okay? So here's the story, full story right here, okay? We get into these plays because we look towards the future. All right. We're not going to go into all of that. All right. Pull that up. All right. Good people. So ticker symbol OKLO. Now, you know, you don't pile in on days like this when it's up 25%. You wait for it to cool off. Okay. That's what you do, good people. All right. That's what we're doing. All right. So let's, I'm going to come to you guys in a minute. I want you guys to listen because I'm going to go through a whole bunch of things. Okay. A whole bunch of things. All right. Let me hit you with the info first. Okay. So QQQQ. All right. Only 3. I said 4. QQQ. We bought it this morning. Where? Here. Right. If you're in Money Moves and you saw that play, we bought it here. Right. And I didn't do any call options, just loading up my long positions because I thought that today's news this morning in the pre-markets was an overreaction, and it's showing that it is. It's an opportunity. Thank you, Mr. Trump. That's my attitude from now on because I got some dry powder, and you guys know how I do. I buy low, and then I'm holding right now, not even selling high at this point. All right. Fun strat. Look at that. Same thing. We bought it here, good people. We bought it here this morning. Right, good people? We bought it here, money movers. We bought it early. And we are up. And we're going to continue to do this. And what is your message, Larry? What is your message? I'm going to show you. Look at the S&P 500. Boom. Look at that. Now, it's down for the day, but had you bought it at the low, you would actually be up by almost a 4%. See there? Okay. And so we're just going to welcome days like this. We ain't getting mad no more. Me too. Me too. We ain't getting mad no more. We getting happy. We're going to say thank you every time we get an opportunity. Look at the SPY right here. We got the 200 day and the 20. So I got the 200 and the 20 right here. Okay. And we could see what's happening right here. This is on the daily, right? And what I'm doing is I'm buying, bing, right here. And I don't care what everybody else is doing. I am going to continue to buy, okay? So what else is going on? Bitcoin took a dip. Bitcoin took a dippity-doo. Look at that, all right? Due to this news. The second this news came out, Bitcoin took a dip. Now, I want to say this right now as it pertains to yesterday's video. Hear me and hear me good. I did some buying this morning. Money movers, y'all saw that, right? Love you back. I did some buying this morning. Why? Okay. How is volume and RSI looking? We'll probably get back to that. All right. But I am doing some buying with Bitcoin. Larry, you sound like you're contradicting yourself. No, I am not. Bitcoin is still strong. Crypto is still strong. I have and I want to be crystal clear. If you heard me on Money Moves last night, right after my live, go ahead and leave me. Just put Money Moves in the chat. Money Moves is going to be the top link on this one. Okay. Last night, I want to be totally clear. I said, I have my stop losses set on all my crypto because it went over 110. Okay. Now, I didn't have it at 109, but I have it above 100. I have my stop losses engaged when Bitcoin hit 110. But I'm also still DCAing. I want to be clear. I'm still DCAing. I haven't stopped DCAing. And this morning I bought more. And one of the things I bought was SUI. Why? SUI was down by 10%, overreaction. You guys remember what happened to SOL, and I started to buy, okay? And if you can look here, just look at here, look at here. We were doing good, all right? This is only on the 30-minute. We were doing good, and then boom, what happened? Big fat red candle on the news. And now we're fighting. The bulls and the bears are fighting over Bitcoin. Okay. Now, I believe Bitcoin is going to push back up. If no other bad news comes back, I believe Bitcoin will finally push back up. And then let's look at here. So if we look here, this is the hourly, we can see that we had early this morning at 7:20 a.m. we had a dip, right? We had a dip right there, right? And then what? Boom, we bought right there, right? On Money Moves, right, good people? We bought right there. But as we can see, trending back down now. It'll get back up. XRP, just because I have it up, same thing right there. XRP today is kind of moving lockstep with Bitcoin, all right? But we bought some SUI, good people. We bought some SUI right here, right? And I'm going to be buying more SUI when it goes down, right? Larry, you got stop losses set and you're buying? Yes. This run is not over, okay? I'm not even going to think about getting concerned. I'm going to monitor the Bitcoin conference that starts this Tuesday. So I'm still in with my parachute on and my instructions already read. That's what I'm talking about. You mean that you're going to buy Bitcoin and have stop losses set? Absolutely. What else do I got to talk about while I have you guys here? Let's see here. Boom, boom. Let's just take a look. You know what was happening this morning? The memes were actually, while Bitcoin, XRP, and everything else was heading south, the memes were heading north. And I took a snapshot this morning of it. So the meme coins were actually heading up. They may have cooled off now, but they were, look at that. Pepe is up 4%. Bunk is up 5%, right? So I looked at Pepe and Bunk this morning, and they were actually heading up. WIF was up a lot more than this morning. So the memes were actually heading up while the rest was going down, all right? And look at that. Still, most visited, Doge, look at that. Now Trump just went down under Pepe. So now people, Pepe is outperforming Trump. Trump went down. Last night, he had that dinner for the people that bought his coin. I ain't getting into that. I am not getting into that. Listen, you and I are going to look for opportunity. We ain't going to spend more time. Now I will down the road. I call them out on both sides, but we ain't going to spend time. We're going to look for opportunity because that's what I want you guys to do. Look for opportunity. So let the stock free fall. I played it at the beginning. I'll play it again. I like the way Tom Petty say, I'm a free falling, I'm a. I love it, man. Hey, so, all right, let's take a few minutes and talk with you guys. This is my Friday video. So I'm pointing to not just stock, but ETFs. There's times to buy the ETFs, and then there's time to buy stock. There's time to buy them both. There is always a bull market somewhere. Always a bull market somewhere. Okay? Look at that. Look at this, good people. Look at that. 55%. Okay? And let me play this for you, guys. I just want to put you on game, as they say. And I want you guys to listen to this. I put it on my phone because it just aired. And I'm going to see if I could get this thing to play for you guys. And yes, I will, because I want you to hear it. There's another one called Ion. Let's see if I can get it to play.
And bring things like getting drugs out in the battlefield of the future. And so, in quantum, look, we're in the era of narrow commercial advantage. We're moving to the era of broad quantum advantage. And there'll be eventually the era of quantum supremacy, right? But right now, it's a really exciting time, right? Because we're building ecosystems. We're selling systems to customers around the world. We've sold the majority of the systems that have ever been sold in this ecosystem. And on top of that, we're also selling our quantum networking equipment. So as quantum computers become more powerful, and they might be able to, soon crack encryption for things like RSA, the basis of the internet, you need IonQ because we're bringing the quantum internet into reality. And we're going to keep your information safe and keep your banking processes safe and keep, frankly, your telco processes safe. People don't, I think, fully appreciate that the modern world relies on secure communications, and secure communication networks are something that we uniquely provide. We're the only public quantum computing company that also is the leading quantum networking company. And it's a virtuous circle and flywheel for us to sell both these products and land and expand with all of our customer ecosystems.
So look at this, good people. I just brought it up. All right. We could see even it's up. Let's see. That's for the year. Look at that. 400. You guys see that? 471. So OKLO is up 551%. IONQ is up 471%. And you and I, we've been eating it most of the way up. We've been eating a lot of it. We've been profiting our way up. All right, good people. So, in all thy getting, get an understanding. So, I was on all of these early. Okay, so a lot of people going to start talking about these, but you guys know I've been sharing it with you guys. Now let's talk, okay? I want you guys that were typing, I want you to go back, rewind this, and see where is their opportunity to buy and to make money. So while everybody else is pointing fingers, him, you and I are going to be going, gimme, 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 gimme. We're going to be singing Tom Petty, free falling, I'm a free falling. All right. Let it come down to us, stocks and crypto. And then you and I are going to have a picnic at the bank. All right. And you know what? I don't even keep money at the bank, people. I don't keep money at the bank. I keep it in my portfolios for days like this. I keep a lot of cash in my portfolios for days like this. So see me on the street, I ain't got no money on me. Don't come say, hey man, let me hold something. Like, it's in my investments. All right. So are we going lower or not? So we're going to see what the market yields us at the bottom. No one knows, right? Again, no one knew. You and I did not know the president was going to wake up this morning and start his tweet fest. We didn't know that. He may do something over the weekend. So nobody could tell you indefinitely. I know you want someone just to tell you, but no one can. The question is do you have a plan? Do you have a plan? All right. Here's what's happening. Right now as we speak, it's coming back. Let's see here. Look, we could see the S&P, the Dow. Don't even worry about the Dow. You're only talking about 34 companies. Look at the S&P. All right. So now we got what? About 2 hours and 10 minutes, 2 hours and 11 minutes left for this trading day. And look at what's happening. Overreaction and then reality. Okay. We can see that. S&P 500, the Dow, same thing. Overreaction and then, oh, well, it's not that bad. It's just a tweet. He didn't say it's on 100%. And then the same thing with the NASDAQ. All right. Tech heavy. All right. Overreaction and then boom. So what is this showing you? Look at this, good people. What is this showing you? Right? Boom. Opportunity. Okay. Chill. Buy. Right? That's the way I look at it, good people. And the same thing with crypto right now. Okay. So crypto is day by day, but I think crypto was showing that it is still strong. All right. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Look for the opportunity. Some of these, the quantum computing you heard, it's going to be up and down, up and down, up and down. It's simple, good people. When you see these quantum computing stock just dive by 10, 15, 20% some days, that's when you buy, not after they're up. Okay, so recap. I showed you guys on the stock market. I showed you guys with ETFs, right? Even I showed you with granny shots, all right? I showed you with QQQ. I showed you with VUG, but I also showed you with some crypto. Now, I'm going to see Bitcoin and XRP are kind of neck and neck. I'm still dollar cost averaging, including into XRP. I believe it will wake up late. Let me also say that I do believe that alt season will come at this point. There is still time. Now, anything could happen between now and whenever. But alt season, I still see an open gate or a green light for alt season. I still see it. There's a possibility. That's why I'm using stop losses and not selling my crypto. Follow? So I absolutely see room for alt season to wake up and take off. It will just be later in this cycle. It should be already. I just think that alt season has been waiting on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the big dude that's walking first, and then you guys know, hey, you guys seen the monster movies before, right? Somebody going around the corner and you hear this fight, you trying to see if he gonna come back. Right? Did the monster eat him, or is he gonna come back? That's what the altcoins are waiting for Bitcoin. Bitcoin keeps coming back all beat up, and then the altcoins are like, nah, we ain't going around the corner right now. We're gonna wait until it's clear for you. That's why we need Bitcoin to establish new highs and hold before the altcoins go, and then the meme coins will absolutely moon again, all right? But we got to see, with crypto, it's day by day, minute by minute, news story by news story. But time runs out for crypto. And if it doesn't make certain moves by certain times, then just like that commercial, party's over, folks. Dabberdax. I gotta cue that one up for next time. All right, add it to the Roth, keeping dry powder. That's it. That's it, cousin Kathy. That's it. I'm telling you guys. Look for opportunity. There is a lot of opportunity in these streets. So the thumbnail was thank you, Mr. President. Do it again. As a matter of fact, I know some of you guys are going to freak out when I say this. You can go ahead and revisit the bottoms from Liberate Us from our Money Day. Give us some more opportunities, okay? Give us opportunities to come in. I'm telling you guys right now, you don't even have to see my day-to-day plays. I'm buying dips and I'm holding at this point because the market has absorbed so much bad news with these tariffs that the market is getting punch drunk. Now, I know you guys see me, you think I'm all whatever. I grew up on the west side of Chicago and I had a fight and I got jumped by 5 guys. And at some point, I was numb. So it was me and the biggest guy. The other guys was just hitting me in the back. I know this is graphic, and it was a bloody mess. But at some point, you get numb, and you be like, whatever, okay? So I went all through that just for you guys, so I can be here. All right? Hey, I love you more. All right, Bunk Daddy, Uncle Larry. Bunk is, man. Let me tell you something. Bunk is. I just showed you guys, man. Don't sleep on these. I know somebody gonna come in like, these meme coins, blah 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 blah. But look. I told you, legacy, most visited. Look underneath the hood, and then what's happening by market cap. Look at Bunk over the last 7 days. 15%, right under you, right? It's right underneath the fart coin. Fart coin keeps ripping, okay? And I told you, these twins, Pepe and Bunk, are twins, right? And it even overtook Whiff. Whiff was killing it. But Bunk is going, listen, I don't get married to anything, but I will tell you that Bunk is one of those that will wake up and start to moon, okay? So now, never get just like, I love this coin, I'm gonna buy it because I love it. Never do that. That's the wrong thing, all right? Never fall in love with any of these coins, all right? So Bitcoin looks strong long term. Yes, it does. Yep. You add it to your SUI? Yep. I'm adding to my SUI. Okay. Yes, sir. Always. Come go with me. Yep. You know, after XLM triggered, my stop loss triggered that last one, I didn't get back in. So I got to look at it. Do you? No, I don't trade futures. I look at them and then I wait for a market open. But I really should, because I understand futures well. I really should. All right. Want XRP and Bunk to come down so you can reload. I got you. And I believe XRP is going to wake up, by the way. It's just not going to do that ridiculous $100 stuff. Y'all get off of that. Stop. I was one of the few that kept telling you guys it's never going to happen. I'm telling you it will be a blessing for us to get a $5 to $6 XRP. And that's just for real. Now, if we go into a super cycle, I see maybe 15. But that's all it's going to yield. But why is that bad news? Okay, I don't understand. Why is that bad news with XRP? You know, that's great news. That's listen. If something is $2.37, and let's say we have a super cycle and it goes to $15, you're talking about a lot of money. Okay, just take a calculator and just go $15 divided by 2.37, and you will see that that's a lot of money. All right. Okay. I got some. Yep. I talked about that in my money moves a while back. Got some. Do you think all I know about Tesla is don't count Tesla out. I'm just telling you guys, I'm still in Tesla and I'm buying every dip. All right. I like Intel. It doesn't move like I want to, but I got very little Intel. All right. I got very little Intel, but if we have a major pullback, like the chips are getting spanked today, if we have another major pullback, I'm getting more Intel. Uncle Larry, you am. All right. Yes, sir. Rodney Jackson. All right. Wish I could get people Lorb. Oh, Pepe Lord. Okay. Yeah, it's going to go higher. I believe it's going to go higher. All right, Larry. That's true. And there's nothing wrong with that, Lawrence. Nothing wrong with a $5 to $6 XRP. That's double from where it is now, right? And man, with the amount of XRP I got, that'd be a nice bag. Yeah, I'll be happy with a $10 XRP. I would be screaming with a $15 XRP. Yeah. People, there's a lot of us. We understand. Yep. Yes. My answer is yes. It will. Hey guys, could you do me a favor and hit that like button, please? And thank you. Do me a favor and hit that like button, please, and thank you. Okay? So I got to leave by saying this. All right, good people. I am, and I want you guys to keep this. Hold on with a second. I will keep, you will keep waiting for QUBTS to come down so you can add to it. Yep. And the warrants also. QUBT and the warrants. Okay? All right. Is it? Yeah, that was yesterday's news, and look at it. Yep. You just got some chain link? Yeah, I've been buying link for a while. I like link. Still DCAing, baby. Still DCAing. I still got some Bunk. I still got some legacies. Bunk and Pepe are the two runners this year, okay? I still got some Sheeb and Doge because legacy, remember, grandma and grandpa are going to wake up every time Bitcoin hits the next level. That's why it's the most visited. They're going to wake up and start buying the old memes because they don't know anything about Pepe and Bunk. But you and I do. Those are the new ones, and they're the most visited. So you and I are buying them right now. Okay? All right. I'm buying every dip on Apple. Everybody going to be negative on Apple right now. Let me tell you something. I know what's going on. I'm buying it. Well, we bought some United Health. We're buying some. I posted it in Money Moves. We're buying some. And I told them I bought some yesterday at $2.89. Okay, and I'm gonna start slowly DCing every time bad news comes out and it goes under. All right. Yes. Thank you for the buying opportunity. That's what I mean by this thumbnail. Yep. Yes. A lot of them are killing it. And so somebody will do a hit job and go, Larry's pumping, dumping penny stock. I want you guys, we all are making money hand over fist. Listen, it's not just penny stock. These are quantum computing. It's the future. So it's not just penny stock. Listen, a lot of these companies started out under $5. Some of the biggest companies that you can think of right now started out with $5 to $10. And that's what some of these are. And some of them started under $1. But it's about contracts, okay? Acquisition, mergers and acquisitions, M&A, right? And then it's all about that, okay? And you just got to see where the future is and start investing in now for the future. And energy, everything has to be powered, good people. AI has to be powered, okay? Crypto has to be powered, and we talking about an immense bunch of power, right? And that's why we need to look at nuclear, and then we need to look at companies like OKLO, okay? Companies like that. It's not the only one, but we have to look at other energy sources that is going to be mandated for us to move forward in AI, okay? So you don't make money just off of Apple, you make money off of the components that's in Apple, okay? And I'm just telling you guys how to win in the end. All right, good people. I got 2 links below. One is Stock Up You. If you want to learn about stocks, general, swing trading, where to buy, how to open a broker, everything, and everything about you need to know about crypto and how to make money with crypto, that is Stock Up You. Stock Up You. It's an online course, finished, okay? Then, if you want to see my daily plays on top of that, that is Money Moves, and we also have Options for Dummies class, okay? And so that's what's going on right now. I love you guys. Look, we are going to celebrate every single time there's an opportunity. Now, there's going to be 1 or 2 of you guys in the comment, Trump, blah, 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 blah. It's time to move on. You had your 5 minutes to lick your wounds and the woe is me. It's time to move on from that. Look for opportunity and say thank you. I'm going to be grateful, okay? I'm going to be grateful, okay? Every time it comes down, I'm going to be grateful. And then if you say, hey, I don't have any dry powder, then you should be. I'm telling you guys this. I'm telling you, when I go around the world, I preach and teach this. Every single pay period you have, you should be, man, this spam is hitting. Every single pay period you have, you should be putting money into your broker. Every pay period. And you say, hey, my bills, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about your bills. You should pay yourself first. That should be the number 1 bill you pay. And right now, if I was new getting into the market, I would take all of my extra money, right? And I would start paying myself first. Let me rewind that. I would get rid of some stuff I don't need. Purses, shoes, game cartridges, whatever. Whatever's just eating up your time, sell it and put it in your broker. Sell it and put it in your broker. And then save your Starbucks money every week and put that in your broker. And then get to the point where 5% of everything you make goes into your broker first. And then raise that to 10% over a period of years after you get out of debt. And then I just want you to invest 25 cents out of every dollar. And I'm telling you, if you simply listen to those instructions and be diligent about it, you will prosper. Love you guys. We'll see you later. Live, love, laugh, and learn.